Here we fucking go! You're listening to Bread and Circuses.
It's like the mob media, for one, is the entire world populated. Like, everybody's on Twitter. Fucking the UK is on Twitter. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
unfortunately.
With Caleb Salvatore.
Well, they can't go to the comedy shows because there's a 2-drink minimum, and you can't mix the Percocet you've been stealing from work with liquor.
And Nick Kohler.
There literally be people in the fucking 80s that didn't know that nutting in a girl would make her pregnant.
No one's asked that question. What did those families do to provoke Alex Jones like that?
You know what'll solve all of these racial police protests? A Pepsi.
What the fuck is up, friends? Welcome to Bread Circuses. We're a little bit late. We're gonna have to condense this episode down a little bit. It's just been a crazy week in general.
It's allergy season. My allergies are killing me.
Dude, I feel like absolute shit with these allergies, and I know it's not COVID because that's not real, so I can't get that. It was definitely my allergies. I got the post-nasal drip and just itchy eyes and shit. And God, I wake up with a sore throat. It's fucking terrible, man.
I feel like everybody get ready. I feel like we're going to have a pretty shitty summer this year because, like, we had a super mild winter, I think, kind of all around the country. Like, it seemed like there wasn't a lot of snowfall and stuff kind of everywhere.
Yeah.
And the last time it was like that, man, it was hot down here. It was like fucking hot, dude.
It's going to be brutal. The winter really wasn't that bad. I'm still waiting for the April snowstorm that we always get, but I don't think it's coming. Like, I think we're just going to pay for it in the summer. And that's...
Yeah. El Paso's like El Paso's pretty average right now for April. It usually gets in the mid 80s for April, and then 90s will be like in May, and then June it'll be like 108 every day. So I'm like...
Yeah.
Fuck, man. I'm going to try to buy one of those like portable air conditioners that you can get because I don't want to have one of the window ones because I'm worried about fucking my greasy neighbors breaking into my house like that. But
yeah, dude. Oh shit. I don't know if you've seen it. We got a serial rapist, right? That's been hitting around our neighborhood.
Your guys' like apartment neighborhood area?
Like the general, not our apartment specifically, but the general vicinity.
Maybe it's Jean, dude.
It's Jean's daughter. She's
been feeling a little lonely since she offed her husband.
Yeah, so she's already committed murder, so there's no low she won't stoop to, you know. So. Well, no,
it's her. What's the male equivalent of like of a mistress? Is there an equivalent of that?
I don't. A mister? No,
I don't.
Yeah,
a mister.
I don't know. It's probably something weird. Yeah, look it up real quick.
Male equivalent of a Karen.
Oh, there's that.
Just in common use, the male equivalent of boyfriend is lover or boyfriend.
Oh yeah, okay. Lover. That's probably it.
My lover.
Yeah, Jean's lover is out.
There's not really a lot of love that goes in there between her and her male mistress. There,
no.
It's more of just physical, like two dogs. You know what I mean? Like,
I feel like there's a lot of
there's a lot of grunting. There's
Jean is absolutely Jean is absolutely the power top.
Oh yeah, for sure. There's a lot of like thumping sounds and like angry growls, you know.
She's got him in like a BDSM type setup.
Yeah, probably.
She's got him all chained up and just beating the shit out of him. Yeah, that's the Jean Stothert sex life. Obviously, we're kidding. We don't want to get sued or killed. So I mean, don't leave us alone.
Parody wall, leave us alone. We'll represent ourselves. Parody wall.
God, no, don't say that.
We'll just go to the judge and be like, "Come on, man."
Like, do you really take anything I say seriously? Like, you know, come on. Besides when I make fun of fat women, that's completely serious. They don't deserve rights, you know. So it's
at least not the right to use like an escalator at the mall because they'll probably break it.
The right to use an escalator at the mall, the right that you wear revealing clothing, like they can vote and shit, like all the important shit, but some things like Islam had it right,
they don't get a
fat
shop
women.
at Hot Topic.
No. Hot Topic.
You imagine if Hot Topic just like had like a company policy, no fat chicks.
No fat shit.
They wouldn't be able to hire any. They wouldn't be able to
they-
hire any employees, dude.
They go out of business. No, they're banned from Victoria's Secret. That's what they should. That's.
Oh
Well,
yeah, right.
I love how
torrid. So
I love how when those memes circulate, if the Victoria's Secret fashion show had real women and it's just all obese women,
like fucking orangutan titty bitches.
Yeah, they're
like,
massive. Like, and I'm like, I wasn't aware that there was one body type for women, and it's called fat. Like, apparently, thin women aren't real. Those
fucking potato shaped, like sideways potato
frumpy.
shaped.
Yeah,
they just look lumpy. Like,
yeah, I wasn't aware that fat was the only real body type for women. God, I must have missed that memo.
I will say, I'm not a big fan of like the size 0, size 1 chicks. Just like that's a personal preference of mine.
Sure.
Like
they exist though, and
they do. Yeah, they do exist, and they shouldn't be. For sure.
Yeah,
it's weird with people like that, man, because it's like they almost have like a natural, like really high, fucking metabolism. It's like, honestly, those chicks aren't like regular chicks either, man.
No.
Like regular chicks, like got some fucking muscle. I'm not even gonna say muscle. Like meat, like they just got muscle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Girls like that, you can literally like see their arm bones, dude. Like,
those ones I feel bad for though, because that's not something they asked for.
Those are all the size 0s though.
Yeah, and a lot of the time,
shows.
The thing is, like a lot of the times, I mean, models that force it, but there's like girls that are legit born like that, just with a crazy high metabolism, and like they eat and stuff like that, and they just can't put on any weight, and those are the people I genuinely feel bad for. It's the opposite of the Lizzos of the world.
Yeah,
Lizzo
is not a regular body type either.
That Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, and KFC are all their own food group.
Lizzo is the kind of fat chick that like has to reduce herself to over sexualize herself so she can like actually like get people to fuck her. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of fat girls that are out there that are like that just like think that it's their personality is that they like to have sex. Like, girl, every fucking chick out there likes to fuck. Like,
you're
not fucking special. Yeah, every chick, like, you know what I mean? Just like guys,
every man. Yeah.
You're not special because you want to fuck, dude. Like everybody out there is like that.
Yeah, and they're like, I'm beautiful. No, you're not beautiful. Trust me. Like they're I understand beauty is not or beauty is subjective, but come on. There's just
we're not a fan of that, you know.
No,
it's just the thing is, man, it's like I like not even to sound judgmental over like looks for like a sexual reason. It's more of it's for me, it's honestly like when people are like accepting of stuff like that, it's even like accepting, it's like to say that it's healthy is almost like encouraging.
It's a lie. It's
a lie. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And it's like encouraging that. It's like you're telling people that it's like okay to be fucking 500 pounds.
Right.
It's like,
and
it's not okay to be fucking 500 pounds.
You shouldn't just shit on your friends and make fun of them for being obese, obviously. But at the same time, man, it's obvious. It's a significant health problem. Diabetes and heart disease are major problems in this country. Yeah. You wouldn't, like, if you had a friend that was trying to quit meth, you wouldn't tell him, oh, you're beautiful with those 3 teeth.
Oh, meth, it's okay. It's normal to do meth. It's okay to be a meth addict, dude. Like, dude, like,
it's okay to be an alcoholic. It's like, anything. But for some reason, we decided to tell people that being morbidly obese is okay. And I don't know where.
Complacency doesn't solve the problem. You know what I mean? Like, being complacent about fucking rape doesn't make rape go away. You know what I mean? Like, there's all the girls in the fucking chat. Did you just compare being fat to being raped?
No, of course not. Being fat is worse. It's much worse.
It's much worse, dude. Yeah, it doesn't go away with a couple beers. You know what I mean? In fact, it gets worse.
Jesus Christ.
I've had a little bit of wine with dinner tonight, so I'm a little feisty.
Jesus Christ, man. Holy shit. Mr. Kohler coming out of left field with the rape joke.
Me and Caleb have switched roles tonight.
You'd think that would have come from me. Fuck, man. That took me a second, and I was like, holy, he just really said that. Oh my God. That's
the girl. It's like the Will Smith thing. Like, the guys are laughing, listening to this in the car, and the girl like looks at him like, And he's like, "Oh no, I'm sorry, babe. That wasn't funny at all."
And then he punches his radio.
Yeah, he fucking T-bones a fucking a kid learning how to drive his car at 16 and kills like a whole family. Dude. No, that was okay. No, don't worry, babe. I killed his family. We're not laughing at rape, though.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, I mean, no, I mean, obviously, rape's an extreme comparison, but
it's not even a comparison.
It's
fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. But I mean, if you think about it, it's a fucking health crisis. Obesity, diabetes, and heart disease are major health crises in this country.
It's literally like the reason why people have gotten fat. It's like the reason why it's like becoming a problem of accepting. It's like people are too lazy to like acknowledge that it's a problem, so they're just like, "Oh no, it's all right. This is all right, dude."
They've convinced them. Not only are they refusing to see that it's a problem, they've convinced themselves that it's a positive thing. That's where I have an issue. Look, man, if you want, like the meth thing, if you want to go smoke meth and just do what you want to do, fucking fine. I don't care. But don't go around telling people that it's healthy to smoke meth. You know,
body positivity for fucking tweakers missing teeth, dude.
No,
you know why fucking tweakers don't like meth addicts don't like have a full set of teeth?
Isn't it they forget to brush their teeth?
No, they forget to fucking eat, and their teeth fucking fall out, man.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
I remember I was working a job one time a couple years ago, or years and years ago, and this guy came up. And he came. I'm like, "How are you doing today?" And he goes, "Oh, I'm good. Been up for 8 days straight, just all casually."
Tweaker is like somebody who's been up for a shortened for 2 weekers. So somebody who's been up for 2 weeks straight on a meth bender.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, 2." I was like, 8 days straight. How'd you pull that off? And he goes, "Oh, it's just a regimen." Yeah. I bet it is.
Lighting up a pipe behind his fucking hat, behind his car. Like.
So think about it. I know they say like you're supposed to sleep 8 or 9 hours. Nobody does that. The average person sleeps what, 6 to 7 hours a day? You know?
Yes, 8. I'd say 8 on a good day.
I'll sleep 8 or 9 on a weekend. My body will not let me sleep any more than that. But okay, so 6 to 7 hours. Let's say you get 7 hours a night, okay, on average. So that's in 8 days. So that's 56 extra hours. What is he doing with those 56 extra hours? That's what I want to know.
Playing a lot of fucking Madden, dude.
That's literally that's what they. If they did shit that was productive, I could be like, okay. But yeah, it's like they're playing video games and shit and staying up talking to other tweakers,
stealing copper from fucking farms and shit from the sprinkler systems.
Breaking into like restaurant development.
I guess in a sense that's productive to them. I mean, it's counterproductive for our society, but you know, like they're getting that fucking bread selling.
What tweakers? Meth. They just need a tweaker Gary Vaynerchuk to stand over them and scream that they're not promoting their brand hard enough. What are you doing stealing copper from that house or from that restaurant?
They're
get out there and get on Instagram, dick.
They're reallocating the copper, dude. Like that's what they do.
They're taking it to. Have you seen those like YouTube entrepreneur guys?
The only one that I know I guess he's kind of like the original one, kind of before YouTube was a thing, was Gary, or no, I was going to say Gary Busey. Fucking,
no, that's Gary V.
Yeah, Gary V is one of them. Like he's the guy that like sells shit on eBay and basically became rich doing that, right?
He screams at people. Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, I'm a fucking sell you this fucking couch, you bitch motherfucker.
Yeah, that guy.
This is how I make money. And then he just shits on the fucking floor. Like,
have you seen the parody of him?
No, I haven't.
Let me find it here. Anyway, so like, are you thinking of Grant Cardone?
No, I'm thinking of the guy you're talking about.
Oh, Gary V. Yeah, here. Yeah. Let me pull it up here.
I think anyway. Yeah, that's Gary V. Yeah, Gary V's the guy like that fucking is like, look, he's fucking like goes to a garage sale and he's like, hey, I'll pay you fucking $50 for that fucking hunk of shit on the ground. And he's like, no, I'll give it to you for 40. And he just like bitch slaps him like, no, you were supposed to get sold to me for 200, you fucking dumb motherfucker.
He freaks out. Okay, that's
not really what he does, but you know, that's what he does.
Essentially though, this is the Gary V Gary V parody here.
Yeah, I want to see that.
Figured out very early in life what I wanted to be doing, which is
building. This isn't the one. No, there was.
I figured out very early in my life what I wanted to do. I just wanted to have sex with beautiful Brazilian bitches.
I don't know. They must have taken it down. Fuck, I don't know. No, there used to
fucking went and shit on the guy's fucking lawn, and he took that video down.
No, there was like a hilarious parody, and the guy, he's just screaming content.
I always see the guy's TikToks where like his TikToks are like him talking to like fucking a podcast and being like, so when did you realize that you were gonna be a millionaire or some shit?
Yeah.
And he just like spouts off some horse shit like, well, my teachers always told me I was stupid. And,
Yeah.
you know, I couldn't figure out how to my multiplication table. So maybe they had a point. But, you know, you don't need your multiplication tables to sell used couches on the internet.
Right. Yeah. It's that kind of shit. So someone has made a fake Instagram account called Entrepreneur, and it's ENTRA. It's just spelled wrong. And they'll post ridiculous shit with like pictures of him and the other internet hustler guys. So here's one of them. If you haven't completed these by 18, you have failed at life. Number 1, save $10,000 a month. Number 2,
oh man,
have an established network of CEOs. Number 3, travel to a
does
minimum.
Knowing a couple of drug dealers count as a CEO?
Yeah, I know, right? I mean, they're businessmen.
They're hustlers, dude.
Yeah. Number 3, travel to a minimum of 7 continents. Number 4.
What is a minimum? Like you fucking the man. I guess that's true because like if you get a guy like Jeff Bezos, he's probably gonna go to Mars. You know, he's traveling continents on Mars. So he's like flipping off everybody. Like, if you don't go to at least 7 continents, you're a fucking idiot.
Yep. Number 4, own multiple cash generating ATM machines.
Can you even own ATMs? I thought that was like.
ATM. You can own an ATM. Yeah, there's privately owned ATMs.
Do you make money? Oh, I guess they charge fees. So
or do you charge the business like a gas station rent if the gas station doesn't want to deal with managing it? Have
you seen like the latest like get rich quick scheme on like TikTok and like all these like short clip fucking sites? It's like to own a vending machine. That's like the new hustle, dude. They like film yourself. You make more money filming yourself emptying your vending machines than actually what you make from the vending machines. It's like, yeah, I made $600 this month from my fucking vending machines, but you know, my YouTube ads brought in like 10 grand.
Right. Yeah.
So Gary V, yeah, I'm saving 10 grand a month. You can come sell me my fucking vending machines back to me, baby. I'll sell them to you for $20. You can sell them back to me for $500.
And then number 5, move your money into tax-free rare fish markets.
Tax-free rare fish markets.
If millennials would stop buying Starbucks every day, they could do all of those things tomorrow. There's no doubt about it.
Big true, dude. You don't know, but like a venti frappuccino at Starbucks costs about $8,500.
Yep. So I mean, right there, you've got your 85% of the way to your savings goals.
And the fucking Biden inflation, dude. By the end of his fucking term, it's gonna be that expensive, man.
Yeah.
It's gotta be like the German inflation my family came from, where they were like fucking taking wheelbarrows of cash to the grocery store. I'm gonna have to like re-immigrate my family back to Germany, dude.
Did you have you seen Trump's interview with the Nelk boys?
Yeah, I did, dude.
Yeah.
I love his fucking mannerisms on podcasts because he's the exact same as he is on like the presidential stage, but he's just not yelling. He's like, instead of going like, we need to stop doing all the stuff that's getting rid of American jobs. But instead he's just like, yeah, so we need to stop other things that are getting rid of the American jobs.
My favorite part of that whole interview was where he's talking about the Russia and Ukraine thing and like NATO and stuff. And he goes, if you paid attention, you'll see that Germany and Japan have been building up their military. Last time that happened, it didn't end so good for the world.
I mean, he's kind of shit talking. You know, he's technically right. Like
he's not wrong. It was not a good turnout for the world when those two countries built up their military.
Definitely not, dude. It's like the shoe's on the other foot now, though. You know what I mean?
If Trump just follows the Gary V model, he'll get reelected.
Trump just fucking goes and buys all the votes at the garage sales.
Yeah, garage sale. Just go to garage sales.
That's what he's missing that garage sale market, man, for votes. He's not campaigning in the garage sales.
$50. How much do you think it would cost for the average American to sell their vote if that was legal?
I mean, honestly, dude, I would probably sell my vote for like maybe like $50 in a Dave & Buster's gift
That's
card.
what I was gonna say. Probably about $50. 50 to $100 is my guess. If there was someone I really cared about voting for, it'd cost more. But like Trump, Clinton, yeah, dude, have it.
The
for
shitty thing is like, dude, you go and vote in a primary in your state, right? Which like news out there, guys, your state elections can affect you a lot. So you go there and you're going and voting in the primaries. And like you're voting on like the fucking state judge people that are going to get voted in. It's like you don't fucking know anything about those people. So like what? You're just clicking like random names on there to like get through the fucking process. It's like that's democracy for you.
Or
right?
you do what I do, and you just go and you write in your friends' names and vote against all the taxes.
You know what I was doing on the like state ballots to like with the local laws and stuff here in Texas, which the ones here are hilarious because they're like clearly written by like the Bible banging like East Texas, like yeehaw, protect Jesus in schools type laws. The like 90s conservatives that like it was cool to be left wing to hate against, you know what I mean? Like that's kind of how some of the stuff is. But if I'm reading through like the what do they call it, like the things that they're putting on for you to vote for, the propositions, the initiatives, if the wording is vague in there, like at all, what you're voting for, it's like this is increasing the rights of admins in the school district. I just vote no because I'm like, I don't know what fucking increase what rights, like their rights to fucking get away with like murder or some shit. You don't know, man. Like, and you're voting it in,
right? Yeah. No, I always vote no to the school bonds. They don't need any more of my money.
I don't need more money.
I mean,
them, dude.
You know, they just take, and they always need more. And I'm like, bitch, like if the shit you did the last time worked, you wouldn't need more money. What the fuck is going on?
Gary V's telling me too, like I don't need to learn calculus to be successful, dude. He's telling me like
that
fuck
might be
calculus.
the one thing Gary V's fucking right about. But
dude, my high school math taught me all sorts of trigonometry, which is like useful if you're gonna be like an engineer or something. But like in the business field, you use like a lot of applied calculus and like statistics and all that kind of stuff.
Or you use Excel.
Yeah, or you use Excel, right?
It's my favorite math formula.
Well, it's like, dude, I'm not even like I'm going to college right now for like business school, and it's like not even any of the shit in high school like even remotely applies to what I'm doing.
No, it's worthless.
It's fucking useless unless you're gonna like go build lawnmower engines. It's like.
It's completely worthless. I really do. I think that they should switch. They should make high school a 2-year diploma. You have K through 10, and then the last 2 years you can either go to community college, you can go to trade school, you can go to the workforce.
Maybe then they increase bachelor's degree to 60. Well, no, because then that would be too expensive.
Worthless. Yeah. I really don't like. I feel like a lot of it's just. So Larry Sharp was on my other show a couple of weeks ago, and he had a very good point. What he said, he wanted to make. I think he talked about it on ours too. He wants to make it K through 10. And or maybe he didn't. He wants to make school K through 10, and the New York State Constitution promises K through 12 education. So he says, fine, I'll give you a voucher for the next 2 years to spend however much it's worth per student. And you can either go to community college and get your gen eds done. You can go spend that on trade school, or you can just let it sit there. And then, if you decide and go into the workforce or join the military or whatever. And then if you decide 20 years from now that you want to go to school, then that money's still going to be there to pay for your first 2.
I can see 2 problems with that. One, for the military, you can't join until you're 18 or 17 off waivers. So like at the end of my sophomore year, I was like,
15. So you just worked for a year.
Yeah. And so it's like, fine. And then 2, somebody like me who was not going to go play college fucking sports, that would have been really shitty to miss out on 2 years of fucking high school sports, man. Because that was like one of the only things I like actually miss about high school is like being able to play organized sports like at that level, Yeah. So, and I will fucking fight tooth and nail to the grave that playing sports in high school and everything is like good for you like mentally develop, because it just teaches like a lot of good. We'll play like team sports. Yeah. Even like individual sports is like teaching kind of like good work habits. You know what I mean? Like as long as you don't like fucking get a severe brain injury that makes you like mentally a 12-year-old, then
it's not good for you.
Yeah, that's probably not going to happen in like 10
wonders for him. Yeah.
Didn't Aaron Hernandez, wasn't he getting like molested as a kid too, though? Like
Aaron Hernandez had a whole lot of shit going on.
Yeah, he had like a lot of bad things going on, not just like traumatic brain injury. It's like
it was on top. They said it was the worst case of CTE they'd ever seen.
That was like he was like an instance of like a whole like really spicy all day cooked chili of nasty shit that could possibly happen to you.
And
like,
his he was still more fucking mentally coherent than our current president. So what does that say? Like,
degenerative brain disease, be a fucking bitch like that, man.
God, dude, I saw it seriously. I saw a video of him debating Palin, right, from 2008 when he was vice president, and that was what. 12,
he seemed like he was way more mentally there back then.
He was. Everyone says, "Oh, he's just got a stutter." He had the same stutter then. That's not it.
Him being all like have that confused old person look on him, and then he starts talking about like shit that has nothing to do with anything is not a stutter, man. That's like him like having dementia, like early stage dementia.
It is. Here, let me find a video of it. Here. This is from 2008. Here we go. I'm pulling it up. I'm gonna let the ad play because we're not giving them.
I'm just saying too, like with how much, like especially the younger generation is all like for fucking recognizing mental health and like wanting for mental health to be a bigger fucking priority. You're doing a lot for this fucking poor old man for mental health. He's got a degenerative brain disease,
right?
Obviously, and still making him run America.
And people that think they're thems.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Watch this. This is from 14 years ago. Just listen to him talk. He's more coherent.
I don't know where to start. We don't call it redistribution in my neighborhood, Scranton, Claymont, Wilmington, the places I grew up, to give to say that not giving ExxonMobil another $4 billion tax cut this year, as John calls for, and giving it to middle class people.
He's just more sharp. Like,
it looks like. Do you know about? This is like very archaic internet, but do you remember a website called YTMND?
Mm-mm.
Basically, it was like TikTok before TikTok was a thing almost, because the way that the website worked was you created these little shit posty like 30-second type, however kind of much you could edit in for it, but basically you would have to use GIFs, and then you would pair GIFs up with sounds. So it would like take up the whole screen like a website, like you would make some shitty like HTML and website. Like a school website creator type deal, like with just the raw code.
Sure.
And it would just be a bunch of fucking GIFs or pictures, and it would just pair that up with a sound that would play like over and over again. And that was just it. That was a YTMND.
Right.
And when it was like a video like that, like it was a video, but it was like a long type thing, it would be a really choppy fucking like video with like the sound paired with it fine. And like that's what it would look like. It would be like but it would like the sound would be fine. That's what it looked like there. That's funny because like YTMND was like around that 2008 presidential election. So that's like when that was a thing. So
but no, I mean, listen, he sounds just so much sharper in there. It
does.
I mean,
he sounds 15 younger.
He's got the same stutter. And he fucked up on some words, but he recovered. He didn't sound like a moron when he did.
The stutter isn't even that bad. It's like
his stutter's not that bad.
I didn't even know he had a stutter until somebody claimed that him being a fucking old person on TV.
No, the dementia masks the stutter. It's no one cares about the guy's stutter. Like that's just horse shit. That's no one's making fun of him for his stutter. And
come on, they elected Jimmy Carter into fucking president. You think anybody gives a shit how people talk? Or not Jimmy Carter,
George Bush.
Yeah, George Bush too. Like, you think anybody gives a shit how people talk?
No.
What they say.
Well, fucking dude, Biden makes George Bush look like a champion thespian.
I know, right?
It's fucking.
What's the Bushism word? The one that was really popular. The misunderestimate.
Misunderestimate. Nuclear.
Yeah, well, misunderestimate. Nuclear is just him saying it's stupid, but like misunderestimate just isn't a word. Like
fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, won't be fooled again.
Try so. He's like fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame. Fool me 3 times. Well, can't get fooled again.
Yeah, that's what it was. Can't get fooled again. But it's just I can't see any way that he gets reelected in 2 years.
He's not gonna, man.
He can't.
I remember the fucking lefties when they voted, when people like voted Biden out, were like just like yucking it up that Trump was like the first president in like a really long time to get elected out before his two terms.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, that shit's gonna fall on you guys like a pail of dirty mop water, and then you're gonna be all fucking conveniently forget about how you acted in 2016.
People acted like they toppled a dictator. Like, give me a fucking break, dude. You don't topple. I'm like, I guess we just should have voted Hitler out. Didn't realize that was a thing. You know, it's the people that were the people that stay home, save lives, and they wear 3 masks and shit like that. We're out dancing in the streets in big mobs because COVID only applies when they want to be an authoritarian psychopath.
Hitler's actual government tried to kill him. Like,
right.
Nobody in Biden or in Trump's fucking cabinet or Biden or any president for that matter for like a long time has attempted to kill the fucking president.
Lyndon B. Johnson killed JFK, but
that's
that's another story.
I think maybe Reagan got shot a couple times, right? And he gets shot, like attempted assassinated more than once in the 80s.
I know he actually got shot once. I don't know how many times there were attempts.
I thought I remember reading somewhere that like Reagan had like 3 attempts on his life when he was president.
Oh, really?
Maybe, and like maybe the one time was the only time like he actually got shot, but like
maybe I don't.
Damn, man, that's something that like Secret Service and like internet and everything is kind of basically like made it completely inconceivable that somebody could try to assassinate the president, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
oh no,
that happened that happened like pretty frequently, even
all
like
the time.
Even like Bush had that guy that chucked the fucking shoe at him in the press conference. Yeah, you remember that?
Yeah.
I don't think it was in Iraq. I just remember that it was like a fucking some guy in a press conference chucked a shoe at him and he ducked under it. Like,
chucked a shoe, dude. That would have hit Joe Biden right in the face.
Yeah, dude. Imagine, and he just crumbles into dust.
Oh, he would have like that. Shane Gillis had a joke about. He's like, Joe Biden would have been, or he had this joke about how Trump would have been the funniest president to see someone try to assassinate. He goes, no, I'm not saying it would be funny, but if a string of things exists,
it wouldn't be
funniest has to exist. Like one of them has to be the funniest. He goes, just imagine Trump would see the guy and he'd just be talking shit from the podium. He goes, get him out. Get him out.
Look, he tried to shoot me. He can't shoot me. Clearly, he's not good on his aim. He needs to really work on his aim. You know, my guys, if he was working for me, probably would have shot me right in the head. It would be, it's a real shame. It's a real shame.
Joe Biden's the only president I think you could assassinate by punching.
Probably, dude. I'm trying to think of like in my like presidents that I know that were like abnormally old. Like Reagan was old as fuck, dude. When he was president,
was put together.
Yeah, he got shot and survived. Like he
got shot in the head and suffered from Alzheimer's later in life, and was still more coherent than Joe Biden is right now. Dude. What does that tell you? I mean, come on, you know. And we're obviously we're not the biggest Reagan fans here. We've had things about him, but you know. So talking about, I
wasn't alive for Reagan.
Neither was I, but I've studied enough. He did some good things, and there were some other things that were not so good.
I think that's like almost every president that's ever come around is like,
except Joe Biden. Everything he's done has been bad.
I'll say this about Joe Rogan. Like, even though he got out of Joe Rogan, Joe fucking Biden, even though Joe Biden, like the way that they did it was fucking god awful, they still like just yanked the tape off and got out of Afghanistan, man. Right. I don't care. I will support that shit all day. We should have been out of there 10 years ago, man.
I agree.
I agree. So it's like, yeah, it sucks that the way that had to happen, but it's like, do you really think if it was going to happen any other way? Like, no, dude, or otherwise they would have been out 10 years ago. Like, the people don't understand how cowardly the ANA was. It's like, as soon as we left, the ANA was going to tuck tail and let the Afghanis or the Taliban have sex with him. So, like, which they probably are. Like, you know,
that's speaking of that, have you heard of this guy? Because we'll have to wrap it up after this. This guy named Primetime 99, Alex Stein.
No, but that sounds fucking great.
So he was on one of those dating shows. Like, it was kind of like The Bachelor, like years ago, and he was just their villain, right? He was the one they went in there to act like a jackass. So he has reemerged on the internet 10 years later. He goes around to city council meetings, be it in person or on Zoom, and just acts like a spaz with his time.
Oh, that's great.
Because they have to let him. So here's his video at the Plano, Texas City Council meeting a couple weeks ago. Here you go.
Primetime 99 Alex Stein. Hope you guys like my flavor. Come on. That boy is good. Prime time 99 on the grind all the time. Go insane for Ukraine.
Dumb.
Time always on the grind. Always gotta shine. And you know it's no lie. My best friend. What? Oh, excuse me. Come on.
Listen. That's called mother.
I don't know what this remix is. This is terrible. I just want to find the. Oh, here it is. Prayers for Ukraine. This is the one.
And we do have.
Okay.
Go insane for Ukraine. A bullet in Putin's brain. I'm time. Always on the grind. Always gotta shine. And you know it's no lie. My best friend. What? Oh, excuse me. Come on, audio. Where are we going? Now we're going. Now we're cooking, guys. You got to turn down a little bit.
I hate that. But yeah, I get that he's doing the blue and
yellow.
One
more time, guys. Come on in the audience. Let's vibe tonight. It's prime time. Yeah. Officer, you know I'm on the grind.
He looks like a cartoon character.
Gas prices are way too high.
Yeah.
Putin, it's got to die. Put a bullet in Putin's head. Yeah, that's what I said. I'm a freak for the vaccine. Vaccinate my body at the party. Sipping Bacardi. I'm the
That's
proof.
hilarious that
When
there's
I'm in the
fucking
booth, spitting on my
captions on the
bottom. Putin hates all of them blacks.
Look at that guy.
Putin
Look at that guy on
is
like the right over there in the suit.
Put
like
him in the
second
ground,
from
white
the,
or brown.
Right
yeah.
And I'm in
He's like
Plano
laughing
town.
there. You can
and
fucking
you know
tell.
you just got found. I'm a pimp on a blimp. Unless a steak and shrimp.
He's laughing and like all the girls are like looking at them being like, that's not funny, stop laughing. And they're like, oh yeah, sorry.
And you know I do it on the class. One more time, I'm teaching class. This is your home class.
Look at him, dude. He's cracking the fuck up.
VIP. You
That
crack
girl back there, look at her.
Put a bullet in Putin's brain. You know that is the plan. I'm a
She's
Zelensky
fucking
stand.
trying not to just lose her shit back there, man.
Zelensky.
The guy's already laughing. He's like, this is fucking crazy.
No, what can you say? Vaccinate me straight or gay. I love you, and I love to rhyme and grind all the time. And you got that sanitizer, and you know I got that Pfizer. You know I stick it in my vein. Put a bullet in Putin's brain. Do it for the Ukraine before I go insane.
Look at the guy in the background too. He's got like a suit on, but like some shitty dad lawnmower.
Yeah. You know the flow. And I am a pimp, because I am on a blimp. Eating lots of steak.
All right. Where is the city of Plano at?
And you know I grind inside. Gas prices way too high. Vladimir Putin needs to die. Gas prices way too high. Vladimir needs to die. I'm the truth in the booth. Take my picture. I'm a winner.
How much longer is this fucking clown, dude? God damn, man.
That's it.
That reminds me of guys that like go to open mics and like try to play like fucking guitar and like make these joke songs at open mics, dude.
Yeah. So
they're like kind of giggle at it a little bit and then just like, oh, God, how much longer is this gonna fucking
yeah,
go
no.
on?
No, I mean he does it to point out what a joke the whole American political system is. He did one with the Hawaii City Council, and
God.
It wasn't a song though. He was talking about there was some road they were talking about fixing, and he's like, when me and my wife went there on our honeymoon, I hit a boulder in that road, and she had to call me an ambulance. And I had a little bit to drink, so I got arrested, got a DUI. My wife, trying to find me a tow truck, has an affair back at the hotel with the tow truck driver because of you. You guys are a bunch of dumb Hawaiians. You can't get a fucking road fixed.
That's fucking great. He's just gaslighting the fuck out of this council, dude. Like, that is great, man.
terrorizing the city councils. But yeah, that's oh no, I guess we didn't We didn't talk about the comedy scene drama that's not real.
Oh God, can we even talk about that on the podcast?
Who fucking
man?
cares? Who's gonna stop us? Who's
Yeah,
gonna
I
say
know
a
that.
goddamn thing? So I wasn't.
That's true. You
So I
can't get
wasn't-
blacklisted anywhere. So
No, dude, I'm already blacklisted everywhere. Who fucking cares?
right.
It's dumb. There was one comic went and started a list at an open mic because the host of it was late.
He started a list,
like a sign up list, and she gets there and like rips him a new asshole, tells him he's gonna sit out the night, takes the list, rips it up, and throws it away. And from what I understand, he was a douchebag to her. So whatever. And I guess then she just went on a warpath and just started calling people out from the hosting spot, yelling at people. And Noe, our friend, turned around. He was like leaning into here because they were quieting down as her set was starting. And she's like, I'm sorry, I'm trying to start the mic over here. And he goes, then start it. And she gets off the stage, goes over, crosses his name off, and goes, it's going to be a short night tonight.
Is this who I think it is?
Oh, of course it is.
Oh my god,
of course
dude.
it is. We're not name dropping because we're just
no, we don't have to.
We don't have to be petty.
If you know, you know.
And chances are you probably know.
IKYKY.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just created this huge riff. So I posted because I was running late to the mic that I run, and I posted on Facebook on the comedy scene group. I said, I'm running late to the mic. If anyone starts a sign up list before I get there, I will call the police.
I will shoot you with my fucking gun.
I will kill you if you start
in front of this fucking crowd.
Yeah, you will die if you start. Like, now, could the situation have been handled better on all ends? Of course, but it was escalated to a point. Literally, just like Will Smith and Chris Rock could have been handled with a private. Hey, can you not do that again?
I mean,
conversation.
I'll say because I'm a pretty big stickler when it comes to punctuality when it like affects like or people like a crowd.
Yeah,
like open mics have crowds, dude. It's not just comedians that go to it. Otherwise, I'd just be a big comedian circle jerk. Like,
right? Yeah. Well, those are fun too, though. I mean, those.
Yeah, I mean they are, but it's like it's a different thing. You know what I mean?
No,
who cares if I'd show up late there just on principle? You know what I mean? Like,
but yeah,
walk in the middle of somebody fucking doing a set, like, all right, what's up, guys?
It's just so the night after it happened, after all the drama happened,
after ground zero.
Yeah, well, the last
D-Day
thing
+1.
The last thing that the scene needed from me was a really offensive set, and that's why I showed up and did that. So that's just create more
scratching off the bottom of the to-do list, dude. It's still on the to-do list.
More division, dude. I don't give a flying fuck. I run my own show. I book shows out of town. I really don't give a fuck, man. Like people, I have friends that'll book me on their shows, and there's plenty of people that won't. And really, man, I'm not new to comedy anymore where I was taken to every show. I've turned down shows because I didn't feel like working with certain people that were on them, you know? So, I mean, I don't need their shows. It's not a good use of my time to go perform in front of 15, 20 people that don't want to see me, you know? And I'm not shitting on a 15, 20 person crowd. That's not a bad room.
Not
in some
to get
rooms.
Heckled in front of 15 to 20 people. Like,
or I'd even take hecklers, man. Just don't give me silence. Like, I'm not going to take your show if I know that it's not my type of audience.
Yeah,
that's just what it comes down to. But
having fucking like T-Pain perform in front of a bunch of like 80-year-old women, like
at a nursing home.
Yeah,
T-Pain.
Yeah,
I'm in love with the stripper. Yeah. So
his show.
That's the show. What should we call this one?
Man, this fucking Gary V had like life tips on how to do comedy because Gary V says, "Man, fuck all of them. Those fucking comedians. You can sell them fucking couches."
Yeah, the comedians need to quit and start selling couches that they found at garage sales.
Work the grind. You need to be up 42 hours a day.
Yeah. The tweaker Gary Vaynerchuk. Everybody.
I never sleep ever. I haven't slept in 15 years. Can't sell fucking dartboards when you're not sleeping.
We should try to get Gary V on the show.
Oh my god, dude! You kidding me?
I just want him to scream at us about how we're not hustling hard enough.
Yeah, right.
I made
for an hour.
My brother and I it's unreleased. Maybe I should drop it. We made a skit like a sketch comedy thing, making fun of the Gary V types, right?
Yeah.
And like he's like, I've like tried to teach him how to hustle, and I'm screaming at him, and I'm like pulling a shotgun on him, blowing an air horn in his ear and stuff like that. It's just fucking ridiculous, just over the top shit. Maybe I'll drop it. I'll go back and watch it again. But yeah, so no, I do got. Do you have anything you want to plug before we close it out here?
Not today. That open mic's not running next week, so that's all I've been able to do for comedy. I mean,
start your own show.
Yeah, right, dude. You know what? No, that dead ass. Like, I've really considered doing that here if I like after I'm in school.
Yeah,
because there's just not enough open mics here, man. There's like 3 really kind of prominent comedians in the scene down here, and I mean, I know a ton of bars that do music and stuff. I mean, it's just like how you did with the other bars. It's like, why can't the music places do open mics on Wednesdays? You know what I mean? It's like it's more crowd for them.
Dude, I should reach out to some places and set up a show down there, and you can come hop on it and be on it.
I know a couple well, give it a few years when I'm not doing school, but like, yeah, I would definitely do that. I really want to get into doing that. So I think there's people always complain down in this. It's kind of like Omaha, but worse, I think, where people always complain here that there's not anything to do.
It's cities like that are what you make them. You
exactly.
I mean?
Exactly. Like, that's what I love about the Omaha comedy scene, man. It's like, it's fucking there, dude. Like, Omaha's not a really big city by any means, but like, dude, it's got a booming fucking comedy scene, dude, man, which is great.
Seriously, every city is what you make it. If you're boring in Omaha, you're going to be boring in LA. You're going to be boring in New York.
There's just gonna be more shit not go out and do.
Yeah, it's exactly. It's more shit for you to not do. You know. Yeah. No, it's not like it's.
Oh, I wish we could do that today.
Now, there's a difference between, one of those cities and Sydney, Iowa. You know what I mean? Like, obviously that's a little bit of a different ordeal going on there. But as far as Omaha, metropolitan areas, Omaha,
you can kind of classify as like cities or places that the U.S. Census would classify as a city. You know what I mean?
Yeah, top 100 cities. Places like that. But even like fucking Boise, Salt Lake City, places. Anyway,
I think Omaha is like 16 or 18 or something.
I know they're in the top 50.
Yeah.
So
there you go.
But yeah. That's this has been fucking this Saturday, April, what day is that? Is that the 9th? Yeah, April 9th, Saturday, North Platte. April 14th. Oh, April 14th, I'll be doing Clash of Comics at the Funny Bone. I have to do.
Hey, nice, man. Is that your first time being on the Funny Bone?
Yeah, I'll be doing 5 minutes. It has to be clean. And
that's their thing.
References to
sex. You can do clean comedy, man. You can be offensive and just not cuss.
That's true. They didn't really say anything about racism, and I got a whole lot of that.
You could be offensive, you just can't cuss. Like, you know what I mean? You have to imply the dirty shit or like the bad shit yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That'll make me better. April 16th, Wire Pub, Harmful Content Comedy, where you can get $2 off your tickets if you use the promo code BREAD, BREAD on Eventbrite. And then after that, April 20th in Lincoln, April 30th in Detox, and then May 13th in Emporia, Kansas. We'll be down there too. Come check us out if you're in that area. Oh, we lost our basketball tournament Sunday. We did not win.
Dang, dude.
I was not expecting to. Dude, the problem with that is you get these 18 plus 3-on-3 tournaments. There are 2 extremes, and everybody is one of them, right? You get people that had 9 beers last night, and then you get people that are like 18 years old and just graduated high school a year ago, where they all played on the varsity team together, so they have chemistry and they're dunking and hitting threes. And the tallest guy on your team is 5 inches shorter than the shortest guy on their team,
who's still hitting corner threes. And shit.
Who's just raining threes down on you. And but no, it was fun. It was good to get some exercise and shit. We went 2-3, so not the best, not the worst. But
at least you didn't lose all the games. That's if I would play in those, I would lose every single one of them, dude.
Yeah. Well, let's see. One of the teams we beat a team full of guys that were just wearing undershirts, like white undershirts, and then the
team
other
wife beater, dude.
Yeah. And the other team we beat were it was a team full of fat Mexican kids. So we ran out of the gym.
Fucking boss, dude.
We ran out of the gym. So, but yeah, no, it was fun. Make sure I get. That's pretty much it, though. Make sure you guys get your tickets. Harmful Content Comedy, because that's the one I get paid the most for. So Oh, and follow me on TikTok at Caleb Salvatore Comedy. That's all we got. Peace the fuck out, y'all.
Deuces, y'all.